Okay, August 15th, we're halfway through the month already, which is so crazy. And I know that I've been getting messages from different people. We've got a lot going on, and sometimes that can be overwhelming. But I want to encourage you to kind of lean into it and just take action in the areas that you can, because that's what building this business is about. That's how we help people. That's how we grow our impact and our income. So tonight, uh-oh, you can't hear anything. Courtney, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, perfect. JC, are you on your phone? Oh, you can't hear me, so that won't be helpful. Are you on your phone? It looks like. Let's see. Oh, I can't, okay. There's an audio option to call in. Let's see. I don't know how to do that on my end. JC tried to disconnect and come back in. Okay. It's so weird seeing JC right now and be able to talk to her. Okay. All right, Courtney. Can I not see your face today, Courtney?
Yeah, I guess.
I want to see your face. I always see your name. Hey, thank you. Okay. Perfect. So this is specifically about what you had messaged me about today, like what to do.
Yes.
Have you come across, I know there's been a lot of resources that have come your way. Have you come across the business activity tracker?
Okay, so I went on, I have it up here. So the Success Club System Daily Business Activity Tracker.
That one.
Okay.
So let me actually find it. I'm gonna put the link in our chat box. Jason, can you hear us now? Nope.
Huh? Hello?
I was asking, can you hear me?
I can't see you anymore. Oh, there it goes. Okay.
I am going to, I have it in a Google Drive, the Success Club Tracker, because I want to make sure that everyone has that.
So how do I save this to my Google Drive? I'm having a problem trying to figure that out.
Is it on your computer right now?
Yeah, I have it open in the web browser.
Okay.
In Google.
So I'm about to make your life a lot easier. I'm going to put it in the chat box here. Oh, are you on your phone with Zoom?
Yeah.
Well, that won't necessarily make your life easier.
I'm just trying to make it difficult.
Okay. I'll Facebook message it to you.
Oh, there you go.
But all you're going to have to do is you're going to click, because I have it in my Google Drive. You'll just click say add to my drive, and then it'll stay in there. But moving forward, to put any documents in your Google Drive, you just upload it. Like add a new file and you upload it.
Okay, and that should be an option.
Hi, Lacey. So glad you can make it. Oh, good. Okay. Perfect. Okay, so what I just put in the chat box is the business activity tracker. All of you, I'm gonna mute you guys if that's okay. Just like wave at me or unmute yourself if you want to talk. But so this, because most of you on this call right now are new, when you get to a place where you're like, I am ready to work, it's very common to be like, I have no idea what to do right now. I have an hour where my kids are asleep or whatever the case may be, and I have no idea what to do, and you end up getting lost on Instagram or Facebook. That's very common, and I'm going to tell you how to not do that. So the first thing is this business activity tracker that I put in the comments. It was actually recently created by Beachbody through a ton of research of what are the best practices that the most successful coaches are doing in order to consistently be successful. So I will tell you that everyone's schedule is going to be different. I probably work more than all of you because I'm a full-time coach and I've been doing this for 3.5 years now. But when I started, I had pockets of time because I was working 40 to 60 hours a week in prison, and then I had a baby at home. And so I would work maybe like 10 minutes at a time or 20 minutes at a time in little pockets. And so I would divide, I didn't have this exact form, but what I did have, I would divide it up, and I will say prioritize inviting people. And that's what I'm going to share with you exactly what I send to people on social media who are watching my Instagram stories or who are liking my posts. Which, in order to get people to watch your Instagram stories and like your posts, what do you have to do? You have to actually post something. So when it comes to prioritizing, what are your business activities that are going to actually drive your business forward? Because remember, impact and income are connected. You cannot have one without the other. And in the beginning, I remember that I felt weird. I came into this like, I just want to help people. Yes, an income would be nice, but mainly that's what's driving me. But then I recognized that if I'm not making an income, that means I'm not helping people. And then I was like, oh, so I have to have both. Okay, I'm okay with that. So I'm going to show you guys, I'm going to post a sample invite in here. But when you're going through this tracker, if you do the things on this tracker, your business will grow. If you do them consistently, you don't have to do it 7 days a week, but aim for 5. And the suggested times on the side, is everyone, I don't know if everyone has, oh gosh, this is opening up in a different window now. I don't know if everyone has it in front of them, but there are suggested times like initiate connections and add followers on social media, 20 minutes. It doesn't have to be 20 minutes. Like you can, if you did everything on the time that it is, it'd be close to like an hour, and it'd be close to 2 hours actually of work. So you can like do that for 5 minutes. Do a social media post that showcases the benefits of your healthy lifestyle. It gives you 10 minutes. If you don't need 10 minutes, you don't have to use it. But it's just an example of what to be doing every day to grow your business. Does anyone have questions about the tracker specifically off the top of your head? It's pretty like straightforward. So that's where I want to, tonight, what I want you guys to walk away with is exactly, you're going to have your invite script. So everybody invites to our challenge groups differently. And I'm going to show you what I use and why it works for me and why I chose to write it that way and why I choose to do it that way. You do not have to use this, but I have learned over the years that I'm a little bit of a word ninja. And I didn't know that. Like I didn't know that I'm good with words and communicating and articulating things, and that's a struggle for a lot of coaches. If you are good with words, it is a huge asset to this business because so much of it is about communicating what you do and how you can help other people. That's really what this comes down to. People don't want to know necessarily that about a brand or a name. They want to know how it's going to change their life. Why should they invest in it? How has it changed your life? And that's why we share our story in social media. That's a huge, huge component. So let me get my list out really quick so we can go through this together. And the reason why I want to talk about this now is because it's where everybody gets stuck. Everybody, new coaches, vintage coaches. If you don't have the invite down and you're not confident about why you're inviting and what you're inviting to, you will struggle in this business. But if you get really good at it, you're going to help a lot of people. And thankfully, on our team, we have a whole system for how to do that. So first, let me share with you exactly like a sample invite that I send to people. I'm going to share it in the chat section of Zoom. And then I'll read it to you. So a sample invite, this is to somebody who's watching my Instagram stories, and I'm on there every day. To me, it's not something I have to think about. It is when you, just for those of you who don't know, your Instagram stories is kind of like a behind the scenes to your life. It's where people relate to you. I'm a very goofy human. And so I am usually like cracking jokes, or like yesterday I did a video series about how stupid it was that I could not decide what to wear to the gym because I live 85% of my life in workout clothes. And I had a workout date with my husband at the gym, which I never go to the gym. And so I was like, this is so dumb. Why can I not figure out what to wear to work out? And it was like one of my epiphanies, like, this is why I work out at home. I really don't care. Not that I should care at the gym, but it was like, that was in my Instagram stories. And the day before, it was about how sore my ass was. Like, I've worked out consistently for 3.5 years. This is crazy because I'm using a max of 10 pounds in these workouts that we're doing, and I'm so sore. That's just my personality, right? I like, my kids are in there all the time because life is freaking nuts. Like, JC knows she's a superhero with freaking 9 children, and I still don't understand how you survive, but it's pretty amazing. So your Instagram stories are supposed to be funny. They're supposed to be messy. They're supposed to be goofy, like whatever is real to you. People will watch them. When people are watching your Instagram stories, it means they're building a relationship with you. And I know that that's very bizarre, but they're building trust because they feel like they know you. I can't tell you, after 3.5 years of doing this, how many people come up to me at the store and are like, oh my gosh, hi, Jessica. And it's so awkward because I'm like, hey, you. And they're like, oh, you don't know me, but like, I follow you on Instagram. And it's like this happens to my husband. They're like, oh my gosh, I know, like, I follow your wife on Instagram. He's like, cool. Because for a law enforcement officer, it's like not the best thing in the world. But anyways, this is how you build trust with people so that they want to be a part of what you're doing and what you're building. So when your invitation comes around, they feel like they can trust you already because you've been present kind of in their life. And that's a little bit sad, but so many people live on social media. So you're kind of like that light for them. So this is a sample invite that I send to people who watch my stories. It says, hey, and I usually put their first name. I just wanted to take a second and say thank you for following my stories. In that sentence, I'm acknowledging that I see them. So they know that, like, it gives you a sense and a feeling of, she actually noticed me. And that may sound weird, but it makes people feel special. And that's really what I want to do. I want people to feel special and like I genuinely want to help them. So I want to take a second and say thank you for following my stories. I hope you find them entertaining and somewhat educational. LOL. And I go right into it. So, and this is how I would talk. So I have to ask, I'm not sure if you saw, but, and this is such a great way to lead things in an invitation because they may have already seen it. And if they haven't, now they're curious. So I'm not sure if you saw, but I'm super excited because I'm 2 weeks into my 100 workout challenge, and I just announced the opening of our second wave starting August 26th. Throughout my message, I use emojis and exclamation marks because I want them to understand my tone that I'm sharing this. Like, I'm legitimately super excited about it. From what I've seen so far, I truly believe this is going to be life-changing for so many of us. I genuinely believe that. The workouts are only 20 to 30 minutes long and so much fun. In that sentence, I'm saying, busy people, hello. Like, this is so perfect for busy people, which is part of my avatar and my niche because I am a busy human. So is like everyone in our society nowadays, right? It also comes with an awesome nutrition plan and accountability group. What do you think? Want to do it with me? If not, no worries. I'm just so excited and I think that you'd love it. In that piece, I'm giving them an out. So I'm not sounding salesy or pressury. I'm not attached to the outcome. And this is very important when you're sending invites. Do not be attached to the outcome. Your job as a coach is to offer this gift that could change somebody's life if they choose to receive it. Your job is not to make them receive it. Your job is not to make them be ready. Your job is to invite them. And that's what you're doing. And psychologically, when you give people a way out, all of a sudden they're interested. If you're pushy, they will push back and they will want nothing to do with it. So I always give an out. If not, no worries. Where did I go? I think that you'll love it. And sometimes I say, I know that you'll love it. And I had in another call, Megan had asked me about that, me saying, like, I just know that you love it. She's like, I have a hard time with that because I don't know everybody. I don't know everyone's personal situation. And I said, I understand that. But I truly believe that when people are actually doing these programs, when they're actually engaging in a challenge group, when they're actually eating intentionally, and when they're exercising regularly, and they're getting superfood, like nutrient density in their bodies, they're gonna love it. Nobody wouldn't love that because they have community, they're feeling great, they're feeling confident, they're getting fit. Like, everyone will love that. And that's why I personally feel 100% okay saying, I know that you would love this if they did it. And then at the end I say, oh, and by the way, I have 3 $10 promo codes to share, and I'd love to send one. I'd love to send you one. Let me know and have the best day. So that's a sample invite. And here's what I do with that. Some people feel weird about copy and pasting invitations, but I would write that to every single person. So it doesn't make sense to me to rewrite it a million times. Now that I have an invitation that I feel really good about, that's from me, it's genuine, I can copy that and I can send it out to 50 people in less than an hour. And if you did that every single day over time, imagine how many people you would reach. Your following is going to grow. Everyone who either doesn't respond or says no is now going to be watching you. And I promise you, if you stay consistent, especially in your journey and on social media, a year from now, they're going to come around. I promise you, because I've been there and it's happened to me over and over and over and over again. I've had people at my 2-year mark who've never, ever liked a picture or messaged me one time, message me and say, I've been watching you for 2 years. And I'm like, that's weird. But they're like, I've been watching you for 2 years and you really inspire me. I'm ready to do this. So it takes consistency for some people because they want to know that you're not like, this isn't just a fad. Like, you're not going to switch and now go to belly wraps and then go to mascara and then go to lipstick and then go to, like, this is different. And sometimes it takes, people are super jaded these days. And that's why I think a lot of our fear with inviting comes around, because we don't want to be like the people who spam message us about things. We are different. What we are offering is different. Mascara and oils, all of that is awesome. I use it, obviously, but in my opinion, it's not as life-changing as what this is providing to people. Because if you don't have your health and your fitness and your energy, none of that matters. Does that make sense? That's where a lot of my conviction and confidence comes from in these conversations I'm having with people, because I know that it will change things for them if they do it. Okay, any questions about about invites? Does that make sense to you? Does that help at all? I want to make sure that you guys take what I just posted in the chat section and copy it and save it to the note section on your phone, because I want you to have it. If you didn't do that already, or save it in your email or save it somewhere so that you have it, because you can take mine and then you can change it to be worded how you would word it, or don't just speak like I do because that's how I speak. Make sure that it sounds like you. Otherwise, people who know you, if they get that, they're going to be like, what? That's weird. That's she never has talked like that before. So just make sure it sounds like you. But that's the structure. Recognize them and saying, just want to say thank you. You're leading with gratitude. You're going straight into the invite, because some people prefer to form relationships first, as far as oh my gosh, your sweater's so cute. Where'd you get it? Oh, your kids are so cute. How old are they? Blah, blah, blah. That's fine. For me, if someone did that to me and then 5 days later then told me hey, I want to invite you to what I'm doing, I would feel like they were just gaming me and wasting my time. And that's just me being a super busy mom. I'm I don't have time for I have time for genuine friends. But if you're going to pretend to be my friend and then try to get me to do what you're doing, then I just don't like that. So, again, some people that works really well for them, and that's great. For me, I just choose not to go that route. Okay, so that's inviting. Now, How many of you feel confident of what to do after someone says, sure, I'm interested. Can you tell me information? Courtney. Okay, Courtney, we got to get you set up tonight. Okay, so this is why what I teach, and I have this whole resource mapped out for you guys, but I want everyone to be able, if you're on your phone, this might be a little bit more difficult, but I have a health assessment form that if you are one of my people, you have filled out, which most of you on here are. Lacey, I think that you filled out Nikki's. Literally, my conversation goes like this. Say someone responds to that invite and is like, hey, thanks so much. Sure, I'm interested. Can you share more information with me? I used to be horrible at this. I used to either like brain dump a ton of information that would way overwhelm them, or I'd use verbiage like challenge group that they're like, what is that? I don't understand, you know? Or I would send them a link to a challenge pack and they'd be like, no way, that's too much money, because they don't know what the heck I was talking about. So now we use our assessment form, and it works really well for those who actually use it. So I'm going to, which Courtney, I'm sorry, today I haven't gotten to see if your mom, maybe I can look right now, filled out that one. Sorry guys, hold on, I thought I had this pulled up and I didn't. So this is specifically, oh, it's all jumbled. That's bizarre. Courtney, is your mom's name Pamela? Nope, somebody else filled that out. Interesting. Oh yeah.
It's Rhonda.
Yeah, I don't see Rhonda's, but I see a Pamela.
She said she wasn't sure what happened after she thinks she hit save, so she's a little technically disabled.
Okay, I'm gonna have to, this got super, the one I used to use for you guys got super, so let's see if this one works. Okay, this one should work better. I want to make sure that our collagen question's in there. I don't think that it is. Okay, so I'm going to send you guys, I think I can add collaborators. Basically, how I'd like to send this to you is so that you can make a copy of it and make it easier. Otherwise, you can copy and paste everything, which is fine too. Okay. So in our link here, I'm going to put if you click on this link that I just sent you, let me know if you have edit access. But this is my health assessment form, and this is set up for you guys to copy, and then you can go through the questions and see what you feel comfortable with. My background is in nursing, so I use terminology that some of you probably wouldn't, and that's totally okay. But I just want to make sure that you guys are using, everybody froze. Can you guys still hear me? No? Okay, now you unfroze. It's like, what just happened? Anyways, okay, thank you, Hoku. I wanted to make sure that you guys go through and you change some of the questions to be coming from you. So, for instance, in the Shakeology question, that's my video. So instead of saying, I'm a total nerd, you could say, this webinar was very helpful that my mentor created, or whatever you want to say. And I'd love to share it with you here if you have questions about Shakeology. Does that make sense? So I want everyone to have their own form. You have to make a copy of this so it is linked to your Gmail account. So in order to do that, let me share my screen really quick so that you guys can see it. Okay, so you should see this. And right here, there's 3 little dots up here. You click on that and you would click make a copy. Now, if you guys do not have edit access for whatever reason, just let me know and I'll email it to you, because that will give you edit access. The second really important thing to do, which I forgot to do, I always forget to say in my trainings, is go to responses, and then here, after you make a copy, here on these 3 little dots, see where it says get email notifications for new responses? Click that. So now there's a check mark next to it so that you will be emailed anytime they respond to you. So this is your assessment form that you would have, and when people complete this, you will get to know exactly what they need. And after you know all of their pain points, what their struggles are, what their goals are, you can then build a share cart. And most of you maybe are familiar with share cart. You probably received, except for you, Hoku, you guys have received your registration and order built with share cart. And all that is like putting all of your recommendations together for your client, sending them a link to complete registration. And then after you build your share cart, I have an email template that you can use to actually send them an email that breaks down exactly what you recommended. So it looks like, let me share this again. It looks like this. This is our template. I'll put this in the chat box too. Where did you guys go? So this email template is something that you can copy. So let's say that you're recommending the Ultimate Portion Fix Challenge Pack for somebody. You copy this email template. Everything that's in red has to be changed and personalized for your person. You would copy this and you would paste it in a separate email. So literally the chain of events goes, you invited them, they said that they were interested, you said, awesome, and I have this scripted out too. Awesome, I'm so excited about this. Will you do me a favor and fill out my custom assessment form so that I can know how I can best help you and make sure this is a good fit for you? Here's the link. And you send them your Google form. They complete it, you read through it, you build their share cart as you're reading through it with the recommendations for them. You open up your email, you find the template that matches the challenge pack that you're recommending for them. So I have one for our most common ones, which is Ultimate Portion Fix, 2B Mindset. This one is the MM100 Shakeology Challenge Pack. I think I had one. No, not those are like the 3 most common ones. And then there's extras down here. Say you're adding on Energize, you're adding on a 3-day refresh or beach bars or any of these, I have sample of what to say. So you're copying the template, you're pasting it in your email, and then you're going through, let me go back to the top, and you're changing the red. So you change their name. Obviously, you read through this text to see if you would speak like this, and you can edit it in any capacity. And then here, you need to edit what you're putting together for them. And then here is where, at the end of Share a Cart, if you haven't built one yet, you will send them the link when you're done building their cart. You will copy the shareable link, and then you'll paste it actually here in the email to make sure that they got that link. Open chat really quick. Yes, JC. So I have, I actually have a doc that has links to everything that I'm telling you tonight. So I'll make sure and reposting that in our leadership page. So then you go through like nutrition. I always customize this. Like I know that your primary goals are X, Y, and Z. I'm confident I can help you here. And that's piece of coaching is like building confidence and breathing belief into people that you can help them get results. That's the beauty of not having created these programs ourselves is we know that they work. They're created by the professionals and we're the advocate between the customer and the scientists and all of that to just help them stay committed to their journey. So it includes your nutrition, fitness explanation, supplementation explanation. Under supplementation, say someone wants Energize and the 3-day refresh. This is also where I put that under supplementation. And then in the support section, I want to make sure that they know that they're getting, like my support is a huge component to their success because it is. And my perspective on this is I used to own my own holistic health coaching business, and I used to charge people for my time, and then they would have to go buy the supplements that I was recommending. And so the fact that our clients don't have to charge it, don't have to pay us for our time and our energy and our challenge groups and our resources, that's huge. And it's pretty unlimited. If your clients are having problems and need support, they can reach out to you. That's not true for most professionals. And you are getting into this field as a health and fitness professional, and you may not feel that way right now, but that's what, in a sense, you're going through an apprenticeship right now, and that's what you're learning to do. And staying consistent 3 years from now, you're going to feel like it. So carry yourself that way, because people will believe you a lot more. You don't have to pretend like you know everything, but you have resources and you have me to find the answers to everything. And that is a confidence that you can carry. So anyways, they get this email from you. You send the email. I always send them a text message. I ask for their phone number in the form. Right after I send them a text message, I'm like, hey, Jennifer, I just wanted to let you know I just shot you an email. Let me know when you get it. I can't wait to chat about it. And then that's accountability. Like, hey, I just want to let you know, make sure that you got it. Some people didn't receive my email and it went to their spam. I never heard from them. And if I would have written it off, then they would have thought I was a jerk because I never got back to them. So communication in this business is super huge. But that is kind of the chain of events. That's what I take every person through. And what you'll find when you do that, when you're asking questions like that, people start to see value before they see the price. And that is why I have very few price objections, whereas the majority of coaches have a ton of them. But because I've developed this process, people are seeing, oh, I need help with my digestion. Oh, my stress level is high. Oh, my hormones are crazy. Oh, I really do want to lose this much weight. No one's ever asked me about my nutritional habits before before making a recommendation. Like, how bad do you want this? I really want this. These are my goals. This is why. So they are thinking through, these are my goals. This could be me in 3 months if I was successful. Then they see $200 and it's like, I could do that. Whereas if you were to just send them, like, this is a challenge pack link to my challenge group, it's all gibberish to them. They don't understand anything yet. And so that's why people usually get price objections. $220, I'm not paying that for a protein powder. Oh my gosh, protein powder. Like that, I'm like, oh my God, that is not a protein powder, right? I don't have to do that anymore. The form honestly walks them through all of this before I have to spend any of my energy. So it will save a lot of your time. Any questions on that process? Does that kind of, like, I know that it's a lot, but like, does that help walk you guys through kind of the steps of how to get someone on board, how to set them up? And in the beginning, you might need some help with, what do I recommend for this person with these goals? That's why you have our leadership page. Post that question in there, because everyone will not only learn from your questions, but they will also be able to help answer them. Okay, so now we go to follow-ups. Like, okay, so you did these with 10 people, let's say we'll play that 3 of them signed up and the other ones didn't answer you. What do you do with those people? Write them down. Every single person you ever have a conversation with, write them down. You can use a notebook if you are like me and are not good with like virtual organization, because I'm really not. Or you can use Streak, like Google Streak. You can use any kind of an Excel spreadsheet, but write your people down. Your goal is to at all times have at least 10 people in play, meaning 10 conversations going. And once someone signs up, they go off that list. Once someone gives you a hard no, I am not interested, which, by the way, those are hard to come by, you're going to see, then they go off the list. And then you put somebody else in there. And that's why we're constantly inviting to what we're doing. So you're never empty. That builds your momentum, which you will learn is a huge, valuable piece of growing your business and your confidence and your excitement and all of the things. So when people do not respond, or they respond that they're interested, you fill out share cart, they respond a couple times, ask you a couple questions, and then they fall off the face of the earth. This will happen, so expect it. I personally feel like I follow up with people 7 times at least before I send them a message that says, hey, just want to I'm going to follow up one more time to do my part, because I know that you're interested. I know you love this, but I'm not one of those people that wants to be annoying. So please let me know if you're no longer interested. That's totally fine. I'll take you off my follow-up list. You would be so surprised at literally over the course of a year of follow-ups, how many people have told me, please don't give up on me. Thank you so much for following up, or you're not annoying me at all. Our biggest fear is to annoy people. Like, I know that all of you have that fear because you're on our team and we're all very good humans. So we never want to annoy people. But what happens is that if you just follow up one time, or if you just invite them one time and that's it, you technically are only concerned about a sale. If you really cared about someone, what do we do when we really care about someone's success? We don't give up on them, right? Like, we passionately pursue them because we want them to be great. What do we do with our kids when they don't listen the first time? Like, we always are like pursuing them to try to mold them into the best version of themselves. Coaching, you will find, is so similar to parenthood. It's freaking frustrating. It can be hard, but it's so rewarding. It's so rewarding. So anyways, when you're following up with people, I'm going to send you a sample follow-up email or message that I've sent. Let's see, I have a couple here. So this one's kind of a little bit older because it came out when our program just launched, but I'll put it in here. And I always like, hey, hope you're doing great. I have something exciting to share with you. And that's how I feel. I don't ever say that unless I genuinely feel that way. This was when MM100 just launched. So I sent this to all of my people who had share cards that they never completed over the past 7 months, or who filled out my form and I never heard back, or who were messaging me on Instagram and then I never heard back from them. So I changed their share cart. When people don't, you can change it over time if you need to. You can go back and edit it. I resend them the share cart link to make it easy for them. I tell them about my 3 $10 off promo codes, which I hope you all know that everyone on this call right now has 3 different $10 off promo codes you can send to anyone who purchases a challenge pack of $140 or more. If you were to sign your spouse up, you can use that $10 off promo code for his account, and then he will get 3 more, because every new coach through September will get 3 $10 off promo codes. This is very key when you're signing someone up with a coach membership, even if they just want the discount. You tell them, no problem, that's fine, you do not have to coach at all. I just want to let you know you're going to get 3 $10 off promo codes that you could give to your friends and family. Think of it as a referral code. If they want to do this with you, I can help you get them signed up, and you actually could pay for your challenge pack that you're buying. That's why I am a coach, because that's kind of what my coach told me. I didn't want to actively coach. I was working, I had a baby. I told her I had no time. She said, no problem. Here's how you sign someone up just in case. And I was like, okay, 3 days. I signed up 4 people. So you just never know. Again, with coaching, I truly believe it is one of our most life-changing gifts that we can give people, because of the business opportunity and the impact opportunity and the freedom and your own hours and all of that. So I don't get nervous about it, because if people don't want to do it, they won't. But if I don't ever ask, it could change somebody's life, and that's selfish of me to keep that to myself. So much of this is psychological, like legit psychological warfare in your own brain. So yeah, so anyways, that's a sample follow-up that I send people. I was trying to read through the rest of that, but that was an older one. But I would recommend following up with people consistently. Like it depends on the situation. If they fill out your form and you never hear back from them after your email, try like in a day or 2. And then if they don't respond to you again, try in another few days. And if they don't respond to you again, like try in a week. And they go on your follow-up list until they tell you, get away from me. No, I want nothing to do with this. or they sign up. That's how they make it off of your list. And you'll see over time, you're going to have a very long list. And that is very, very exciting. Any questions about following up with people? Is that helpful? A little bit? Okay. So, lastly here, I wanted to, okay, so I'm going to show you guys a diamond tracker because I think some of you have never seen it. I want you to see that, and then but first I'm going to speaking to the discount coach / coach opportunity when people are signing up. What you guys will see on the form that I've created is at the bottom, it asks two things. It asks if they're interested in joining our team of coaches, like to actively work a business in health and fitness coaching as part or full-time as they want. And then I also have a question if they're interested in our preferred customer / coach membership wholesale account. And then I say, think Costco big savings, because essentially that's what it is. You have a membership fee and you get 25% off everything that you order, which with Shakeology alone, Shakeology goes from $129 down to $97. That's a big savings. But think of how many people buy granola bars. Beach bars end up being $2 a bar with your coach membership. That's nothing for how incredible they taste. The high protein, the low glycemic index, they're gluten-free, they're friggin' delicious. It's only $2 a bar. So,
I just tried mine for the first time today. It was delicious. I really liked it. Yes. I was really worried about not liking it, and I definitely liked them.
Okay, good. I'm glad. We go through them so fast because they're so delicious, like all of them. Like my kids literally Liam hyperventilates if he sees one. It was like one of his first words was bar because he was so excited. So anyways, but if you think of like what can I replace that my people are already buying, granola bars is a huge one. Energize, like every mother, I'm a firm believer, needs to be on Energize. It is so helpful with motivation and energy. It doesn't make you crash. It's just really great. So again, they're getting the discount on that. Their Shakeology, the bars, if they want to do a 3-day refresh, if they ever want to do the ultimate reset, like recover for sore muscles. If their spouse is wanting like a gym rat and he's already doing recover, like a BCA formula and Energize, this could save them a lot of money. So again, I feel weird signing people up with just a customer membership because I feel like they're getting gypped. Like, I'm like, dude, you could get, like, I'm such a TJ Maxx Ross person. I want the best deal, and that's why I signed up as a coach. So anyways, that question usually gets everybody. Do you want a discount? Maybe or yes, you're being signed up with a coach membership. Any questions on how to speak to that, or is that kind of helpful? A couple other pieces of information I want to make sure you know. It's no more expensive to sign up as a coach when you're buying a challenge pack because that coach registration fee is waived. It's normally $40. The second thing is anyone who is in the military, so any active military, veterans, or reservists, or spouse of active military, veterans, or reservists, they get a free coach membership. So they pay no coach registration fee and they pay no $15.95 monthly fee. I friggin' love that. Like it needs to be in more of my posts. I've shared about it before, but I love that our company supports military families so much. And that's why so many of the top coaches in our company are all military wives. It's very cool. It's a community for them because if you guys know anyone in the military, you travel so much and your life is so hard. And as a spouse, you can't get a regular job. Especially if you have kids, you're always moving. Your life changes so much. So to have the opportunity to make an income and have a community to support you from home is a huge blessing. So, wanted to make sure you guys know that. Okay, and then lastly, I'm going to share with you guys the diamond tracker really quick. So this is something, if you haven't seen it yet, that I created because my brain is weird and it didn't like the one that Beachbody has. It didn't graphically, my brain it was not good. So I made my own. And for those of you who are brand new, Diamond is your second rank advancement, but it's considered where your business really starts. And that's 12 people is all that it is. So let me show you really quick what it looks like, because this is for all of you, should be your goal to basically get here as fast as possible. Rule of thumb, when I broke it down, if you went from new coach to diamond in 1 month, it would be $1,000 approximately. It could be more, it could be a little bit less. So, okay, so this is a diamond tracker. And I think most of you are in our Diamond and Beyond group. Courtney, I'm not sure if you signed up for that, but it's a fun like challenge that we just started technically yesterday, but it's a push to see how many people can reach diamond or star diamond within 6 weeks. And there's a $15 buy-in. I think the money pot's like around $600 already, and everyone who qualifies gets an equal share of the money pot, which is really fun, and your business grows. So this is diamond, and I know this looks weird, but let me explain. So diamond is 12 people. You have 4 coaches on your left or your right leg, and 4 coaches on your left leg, and then only 2 people, 1 on each leg, need to be emerald, which is a coach on their left leg and a coach on their right leg. So what an actual team looks like, here, this is my crazy Google Drive. So this is what a diamond team would look like. And I love this because it shows you how easy it could be. Your mom and your husband, your dad and your mom's best friend, your mother-in-law and your hub's best friend, 2 best friends, 2 coworkers, a sister and a grandmother. This is just with using your inner circle. This has nothing to do with social media or any of that. If you have a family that is like this, or a network of friends that would love to support you and get healthy, you literally could hit diamond very quickly. So I also understand, though, that everyone's situation is different, right? And so this is why I love that Dana is my success partner, because our beginnings are very different. She's a single mom, did not have a supportive family. And she had to build we hit it around the same time. I think it took each of us a couple months because we were never told what to do or how to do it or when to do it. Now my goal for you guys would be to do it in a month, because the sooner you do it, the more motivation and like really kickstart to your business that you get. And then you just move on to Star Diamond, which is duplicating what you just did. That's all that is. But she built it mostly off of social media and coworkers, and that's how she got to her diamond. So everyone's different. There's no one is in a place where they can't do this. It's just different for everyone. Danielle Natoni is one of my favorite coaches. She's in the top of our company, and her testimony and story is so powerful. She's been doing this, I think, 9 years, but she started, the only way she could afford coaching was to go into debt to do it. And I think she bought like $100 challenge pack as a coach, and she was a fitness instructor. She had just before she started, was living in her car on food stamps, could not fill her gas tank up. Her most powerful story to me is when she said her first Beachbody check was the first time that she could put her the gas nozzle in her car and flip the little lever that holds it for you so you don't have to hold it. And she said it was so liberating to be able to do that. And she was like, look at me, I am filling her up. Like, this is my Beachbody check. It's filling my gas up with car. I don't have to look between my seats to find change because it accidentally went over the $2 that I could afford. That gives me chills every single time that I say it, because it's so relatable. Now she's making bajillions of dollars, and it's not relatable. And so that story is so powerful to me, because you just never know that people's lives are going to change by offering, hey, do you want to learn about this with me? I have no idea what I'm doing right now, but it seems pretty cool, and that's all that we're doing. And the more people that you offer to, you have to get through those no's. You have to get through the weeds. You have to get through all the doubts and all of that in order to find those people. But I will end with, if you have to invite 1,000 people and get 1,000 mostly no's in order to drastically change 5 people's lives, would you do it? Because that's what this comes down to. That's the expectation I want us to have, rather than this is going to be easy. I just need to invite like 5 people a week and I'm going to be a bajillionaire, because that's not realistic. It's hard work. I told you, just like parenting, I've worked my butt off to get to this place, but I wouldn't have it any other way, because I truly believe in this life we choose are hard. And if I wasn't doing this, I would have to be working full time, either in a hospital or in a prison, where I know that what God created me to do, I wouldn't be doing it there. I know I was created for this. I know I was created to make an impact in people's lives and breathe belief into them and help them live their best life. And now I get to do that. And it's just we're in a people business. So it's hard sometimes. And that's why personal development is so important. So I hope that you all have a personal development book that you're reading right now or listening to. And if you don't, no problem, let me know and I'll send you one, or I'll give you some recommendations. But protecting your energy is very important in this. So don't ever forget to be on your journey first. You have to be the example first. You have to be committed to your Shakeology, be committed to your workouts, be committed to your nutrition program. This is not about perfection. Hello, this is not about perfection. I'm doing communion right now during our call. So, but just being like an example and a light and protecting your energy is very important in all this. Any questions before I let you guys go? Was this helpful a little bit? Okay, cool. Awesome. This was recorded, so I'll have the recording up tonight, and I will have all these resources. I'll bundle them together in a post in our leadership page so that you guys can go back and reference. I would love for all of you to print out the Diamond Tracker, and what I recommend most people doing is, especially when you're beginning, which most of you are, in pencil, think of all of the people you know who you believe could benefit from this, either from coaching or just as like a discount coach and doing the programs, and write their name down in pencil. Do not get in your own head and say there's no way they would ever do this and not write them down, because you do not get to make that decision. Your job is to offer it, and they may tell you no, that's fine, but you don't get to make up their mind for them, which we do that a lot. We think oh my gosh, this fitness instructor would be such an amazing coach, but there's no way she'd ever believe me because I have no background in that. Why would she want to be a coach with me? I'm not going to talk to her. Think when you do that, because you will, because I've done it, everybody does. When you do that, I want you to flip your brain around to think that is so selfish of me. I have no idea what's going on in her life. Fitness instructors, they get paid per hour that they're on the floor. If they wanted to go on vacation, they don't get paid any money. So there's no freedom in that. And it's the same with a lot of people's jobs. So you just never, ever, ever know. I've met two, a trauma surgeon and an ER doctor in Chicago who are at the same very small coach training because they wanted freedom for their lives and they didn't have it in their doctorate job. Like doctors, that's intimidating to me, to be like, hey doctor, you should be a Beachbody coach with me, but that's what, they needed that, and they were changing more lives with coaching than they were as a doctor. That's incredible. This is the future of where we're going, because our healthcare system, if you guys haven't noticed, it's pretty broken. So, okay, I'm going to let you guys go, but be looking for the recording and all these resources, and I'm here if you need me, and I'm so happy you guys made it tonight. Have a good night.